Please ensure that you have your mobile phones turned off or on silent. Please be reassured that we have professional photographers and videographers here with us today, so please try to refrain from using your own cameras while being respectful of others during the ceremony. Thank you.
He might be turning on. He might be turning. Oh,
Yours is on. Oh.
Testing. Testing. Okay.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
You turn the pages.
Why me? I have to cross. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the graduation ceremony to recognize the class of 2018. Please ensure that you have your mobile phones turned off or on silent. Please be reassured that we have professional photographers and videographers here with us today, so please try to refrain from using your own cameras while being respectful of others during the ceremony. Thank you.
Ladies and gentlemen, please welcome the UNIS faculty.
Ladies and gentlemen, please welcome the UNIS administration and honored guests.
Now, would everyone please stand to welcome this year's graduating class?
Please remain standing for the Vietnamese national anthem performed today by grade 10 student Miang Chuong and grade 11 student Phuong Lê.
Đoàn quân Việt Nam đi, chung lòng cứu quốc, bước chân dồn vang trên đường gập ghềnh xa. Cờ in màu chiến thắng mang hồn nước, sung ngoài xa trên khúc quân hành ca. Đường vinh quang xây xác quân thù, thắng gian lao cùng nhau lập chiến khu. Vì nhân dân chiến đấu không ngừng, tiếng màu bao xa xa trường tiến lên, cùng tiến lên, nước non Việt Nam ta vững bền.
Thank you, Niang and Phuong. Please be seated.
Welcome parents, family, friends, UNIS faculty, distinguished guests, and high school students. My name is Ming Kwan Do.
And my name is Bea Campilan, and we are the Masters of Ceremonies for today's graduation.
We are honored to be here speaking on behalf of the student body and would like to personally extend a thank you to the graduates. You have been great role models, helpers, and friends to so many of us.
We can assure you that you will be sorely missed and greatly remembered. Now please welcome to the stage our head of school, Dr. Charles Barter.
Thank you. That's great. Thank you. Dr. Malhotra, the resident coordinator of the United Nations here in Vietnam, our board of directors, faculty, parents, honored guests, high school students, grades 9 to 11, and of course, our honorees today, the graduating class of 2018. It is a indeed pleasure to welcome you all to this memorable occasion, the commencement ceremony for the class of 2018. Graduation is an important time for all of us here at UNIS. It's a marker event for our school, and it represents all that the students and faculty have worked toward from the moment they entered school back at elementary time. So here we are today, not only to celebrate the achievements of our students, but also to celebrate our success as a school. Today is about you, the graduates. In rehearsal yesterday, I was looking at all of you and thinking, what a wonderful group you are to be leaving Hanoi with. I know most of you, some better than others, but who you are and what you represent makes me so proud and fills me with hope for the future. I have followed your exploits in class and outside of class, listened to your teachers talk about you, and had some direct contact with you. I'm left with a feeling of satisfaction regarding our work with you and that you are ready now to move on to whatever comes next. But today is also about your parents. As some of you know, 2 of my 3 children came to help us celebrate on May 5th, our 30th birthday and my 10th and final year celebration. Lillian and I are extremely proud of our 3 children, and our pride seems to grow with each year that goes by. Now, we parents like to gush at times, like around graduation. So please humor your parents and let them gush. It's hard being a parent. You guys are not easy. We love you, and then there are times when we want to pack your bags and send you off. And all of that could happen in a span of 10 minutes. But today is your parents' time to celebrate also, and you will never be able to thank them enough for all that they have done for you. But please go ahead and give it a try. Thank them, and thank them, and thank them again. The day is also shared by your teachers, all of your teachers going back to your first day at school. That is why we ask all of our teachers from Discovery to grade 12 to come today. We want them to share in this day because it is a celebration of their efforts and the efforts of the teachers from your earlier years before arriving at UNIS. In my 10 years, I inherited a few of these teachers who are still here today and have had a hand in hiring pretty much all of the others. This is a great group of professional educators. please join me in letting them know how much we appreciate all they do for the students at UNIS, including you, the graduates. To our teachers. Now, it would be about now that I would be looking for my guitar to do a song for you. That is, after all, my MO. But when I tried at home with the gown on to put the guitar strap on over my gown, I almost dislocated my shoulder and the strap strangled my neck. So the performance will have to wait for tonight at dinner. Count on it. But the message I do want to leave you with involves a song. It's the theme of reaching inside yourself when needed to deal with whatever comes your way. The independence is exciting, but it can be challenging and even at times a little scary, particularly when things get tough. The song is familiar to you. It's entitled Hero by Mariah Carey, and let me just read to you the few of the lines. There's a hero if you look inside your heart. You don't have to be afraid of what you are. There's an answer if you reach into your soul, and the sorrow that you know will melt away. And then a hero comes along with the strength to carry on, and you cast your fears aside, and you know you can survive. So when you feel like hope is gone, look inside you and be strong, and you'll finally see the truth that a hero lies in you. So thank you. Thank you for all that you did to achieve success and all that you did to help your classmates to be successful. When you are successful, we are successful. And when you hear that song, may you be reminded of the message that a hero lies in you. And may you also be reminded of the celebration today when you hear that song. And I hope it will bring a smile to your face. I know it will for me. Congratulations and thank you.
Thank you, Dr. Barter, for those inspiring words. Now, would you all please join me in welcoming to the stage Dr. Kamal Malhotra, the United Nations Resident Coordinator here in Vietnam.
I'm not so tall, right, so this needs adjustment. Mr. Nguyen Van Hue, Chair of the UNIS Board of Directors, Dr. Chip Bader, Head of UNIS, UNIS students, faculty and staff, parents, family members and friends, dear UNIS graduating class of 2018, I am honored to be with you today to witness and celebrate the graduation of the 2018 class of UNIS in Hanoi, and to be among the very first to congratulate you on this significant milestone in your lives. The UNIS ethos has a very special place in both my wife Anita's and my heart. Both our children graduated from UNIS in New York many years ago, and they and we lived and breathed UNIS New York's very unique environment for 8 years. That you, 66 students from 21 countries around the world, are here today to graduate from UNIS gives us all hope for a future that should witness enhanced cooperation and new global partnerships between nations across the boundaries of language, culture, and nationality, something you are already used to in your day-to-day life. As UNIS graduates, you are better equipped than the previous generation to do your part to create a world full of opportunities and possibilities rather than boundaries and walls, since despite some recent events, the world is now increasingly characterized more by what unites us rather than what divides us, if we analyze global trends in the long sweep of world history, not just the last few years or months. I would like to congratulate each of you graduating here today from an academically challenging international baccalaureate program that embodies the United Nations ideals of protecting human rights, eradicating poverty, combating climate change impacts, and resolving conflicts while advancing dignity, justice, and equality for all people and leaving no one behind. Your journey could not have happened without the tremendous love and support of your families who have encouraged and brought you to this critical juncture in your lives. Please join me in acknowledging with your applause your teachers, parents, friends, and family members assembled here to witness your graduation. Ladies and gentlemen, please allow me to also take this opportunity to express my gratitude for the great dedication and work of two individuals that have shaped not only the success and development of the school over the past many years, but have also supported each and every one of you to achieve your own successes and been there to support you many times in your moments of distress, anguish, or failure. Mr. Nguyen Van Hue and Dr. Chip Bader. Mr. Van Hue, the outgoing chair of the UNIS Board of Directors, has, in his dedication to the school over many years, successfully established and safeguarded the overall mission of UNIS Hanoi for the long term, and overseen the establishment of key policies and procedures that are consistent with the school's mandate and the UN's values, helping all of you students to be able to pursue your academic achievements in a safe environment and within a well-aligned wider framework. Dr. Chip Bader has been head of UNIS for 10 years now and will soon depart for a new exciting phase of his life, exactly like you. During his term, he has contributed significantly to changing the fundamental focus of the school and making it more aligned with the UN's Sustainable Development Goals and Agenda 2030. He has also, through the scholarship program, part of which is appropriately now named after him, encouraged many from less privileged social groups in the Vietnamese community to be included in the UNIS family and given the opportunity to learn more about Agenda 2030, broader UN work, while maintaining overall above global average IB results for UNIS as a whole. In addition, Chip was recognized as the best international school leader in the world for 2017 by the Association for the Advancement of International Education, which was an important acknowledgement of his work on obtaining UNIS's international accreditations, enhancing the school's reputation, and the overall profile of UNIS within the global education community. Due to his efforts, UNIS in Hanoi has advanced over the last 10 years from a relatively small but ambitious school, which was chosen by many for a lack of alternatives in an environment with limited international standard education options a decade ago, to the favorite international school of choice in Hanoi today. As former head of school, Mr. Alan Cooper noted during the 30th anniversary dinner of UNIS a few weeks ago to me, and more publicly, and I quote him, "The school has really matured and grown up over the last 10 years." This is not to say that UNIS, like all other such schools, does not face many old and new challenges. But today, all of us who are part of the UNIS community in Hanoi should acknowledge Dr. Bader's enormous contributions over the past decade to making UNIS the good, or as some say, the great school it is today. Please join me in acknowledging the enormous contributions of both Mr. Hue and Mr. Bader. I would also like to acknowledge the well-planned, long-notice transition period from one UNIS head of school to another, allowing for a detailed and well-thought-through handover process. I'm looking forward to continuing my close collaboration with Hugh's and Chip's successors, the new chair of the UNIS Board of Directors, and Ms. Jane McGee, the new head of school, whom I had the pleasure of meeting for the first time in April this year when she visited Hanoi. To further address UNIS's future challenges, I have, together with the chair of the board and head of school, also renewed the UNIS Advisory Council, which I chair as the UN Resident Coordinator, and I was particularly gratified by the impressive array of accomplished council members from all walks of life, both Vietnamese and foreign residents of Vietnam, who accepted our invitation at very short notice for the first meeting of the new council on April 18. We had a very successful first meeting, I believe, and the council, which has an advisory role to the board, will bring valuable perspectives to framing the strategic future of the school. Graduating class of 2018, congratulations not only for your achievements, but also for successfully dealing with all the challenges which you have faced along the way. Graduating in the halls of only one of 2 UN schools worldwide, I am sure you have been privileged to discuss not only the most challenging and daunting global problems of our time, but have also been privy to learning of examples of dedication, commitment, and courage, giving rise to hope and inspiration, even in the darkest moments and situations. The signature of the Paris Agreement to fight climate change and the adoption of the Sustainable Development Goals and Agenda 2030 stand out as 2 recent historic and inspiring achievements of the United Nations, which I believe are bound to transform our global community for the better. In addition, we need to take global action to prepare better for the ongoing refugee and migration crisis around the world, ensuring that especially people displaced by war, hunger, terrorism, and political chaos will be able to seek a better future. Guided by the first 3 words of the timeless United Nations Charter, "We the peoples," you should commit to ensuring that your future endeavors will help the world tackle the most important challenges of our times. It will be your responsibility, sooner than you think, to find peaceful solutions to these problems while respecting fundamental freedoms and the principle of equality for all. The challenges of battling extremist ideologies, climate change, celebrating and advancing multiculturalism, and protecting and ensuring the universal application of human rights are but only a few of the critical challenges that your generation inherits and will need to better address than ours has done so far. I would like to encourage you to embrace and address these challenges in the spirit of the United Nations Charter as you embrace this next exciting phase of your lives. My very best wishes for your future to each one of you, and don't forget to savor every moment of it. Thank you, and good luck.
Thank you, Dr. Kamal Malhotra, for inspiring our graduates today. Now, would you all please join me in welcoming to the stage the class of 2018 student speakers, Zeke Edwards and Joel Tamura.
Greeting parents, teachers, so-called friends, and of course, the esteemed class of 2018. I am Kim Kardashian West, and this is my husband, Kanye West. And we're delighted to have been invited as the honorary keynote speakers for the class of 2018.
What he means is, welcome to the graduation ceremony of UNIS Hanoi's class of 2018. I'm Joel Tamura.
And I'm Zeke Edwards.
And despite our extensive efforts to have an actual celebrity speaker here today, we're as close to those celebrities as you're going to be having. Advice to incoming grade 12s: if you want Oprah at your graduation, make sure you book her before she makes the commitment to attend the royal wedding.
To any who are doubtful of our abilities as speakers, rest assured, admin has gone through our speech numerous times, attempting to strip it of every joke we initially included. But don't worry, it still is PG-13 as everything else in this school. And by that, I mean what we will say will be as politically correct as anything that would be said by the President of the United States.
Again, what he's trying to say is it's been cleared of profanities, and some lucky people have been spared a shout-out or shading. Depends on which way you look at it.
Now it's time that we thank the people who have helped us get here today. The educators working backstage and allowing us to get those solid 5s in Fairbairn's math class.
The instructors of our lives.
Our tutors.
What?
No, our tutors. Yes, you guys, Johnny and Twee. These guys are probably earning more than UNIS teachers at this point. But thanks to my handy business management textbook, it was well worth the investment. I'm only kidding, guys. No, you guys, our teachers, our advisors, and our counselors.
From the good to the bad, to the ugly, to the charming Canal, you have all inspired us in one way or another.
Miss Louvet, you've inspired us to love our English analysis as much as you love us. Miss Carey, I didn't have you, so I don't know, but I heard there's not as much love involved.
Mr. Fleming, you've inspired us to follow our own path that you've pushed us to pursue. I mean, we have to. Momentum is always conserved.
Cannell, you've inspired us to actually think ESS can be taught while still making soil a sexy subject.
And Mr. Campbell, you've inspired us to really, and I mean really, love Cass.
Mr. Hart, you've inspired us to believe that we do have a second chance after our failing careers as lawyers, and that is in teaching. You know what they say, if you know it, you do it, if you don't, you teach it.
Miss Steeps, you've inspired your cherubs to never stress as much as you do for the musicals you direct. I know it's a lot of work. We kind of like to call that TPSD.
Mr. Stroop, you've actually inspired a lot of this speech. Your bone-breaking resistance to a system that tries to silence all who challenge it. I'm kidding, of course. You've inspired us a lot in other ways, many of which I'm not allowed to say up here on stage.
And of course, there's our beloved counselors, Miss Manfredi and Miss Nolan Jackson. We may not have been as difficult as the grade 11s this year, if you know what I mean, but you've inspired us to believe that there is a way to tolerate the hormonal and oftentimes cynical high school students, even Maya.
We'd also like to thank the people that really matter. The ones that are the reason for that "sorry can't go out tonight" text you send to your patiently awaiting party pal. The people that pay our near $30,000 tuition. Yes, it's really that high.
Our beloved parents. Through the ups, the downs, the dysfunctionality, the frequent "you don't study hard enough," the drug talks, the sex talks, you guys are the real reason we are standing here today.
All the moms and the dads, even the ones that fly halfway across the world to be here to celebrate.
As they say, you the real MBF. This one is for you.
Seriously, this $30K check is yours.
Well, Zeke, I think we're getting a little too carried away, thinking everyone else. Don't you think this should be more about us?
Yeah, that's actually a pretty good point. This is about us. We're the reason we're standing here. So actually, this shouldn't be a thank you, but more like a "you're welcome."
Well, we may be one of the 5 million graduating classes around the world, but we're still special. and this moment is still special. Plus, the lights haven't gone out yet, so we still got a lot of time.
Look closely at all these faces, and don't just look, but stay in touch and take these business cards, because we're the CEOs, we're the money makers, we're the pimp daddies, and we're the damn presidents of tomorrow.
Well, this year may have been a blur to some of us, for one reason or another, but it was full of memories that will last lifetimes. Let's recount them, shall we?
What about Jamin's award-winning glow-up that shocked the ladies, especially one in particular?
How about the constructive criticism we get as part of the Senate?
Typical Sue. At least Kate balanced things out with her constant sorries.
Or the panic-induced college applications, which Maya knows all too well.
Well, at least she has reality TV going for her, am I right?
Yeah, maybe. Speaking of Maya, we have buckets full of talent in our grade. Take Hyunjin's mind-twisting math and his yo-yo skills.
Or Seb's emotionally charged ballads that really... Wait, can I take that from the top?
At least this year's senior class maintained a presentable attendance record. Most of us did.
And we all grew up along the way. Physically, some of us less than others. But then there's Matty, towering over us and still hunting monsters. That is, on his 3DS, of course.
Not to mention our wet and wild trip to La Vie Vuling.
What do you get when you give 24 boys 2 bathrooms? I'd rather not say.
But we have memories of UNIS even before this year, don't we? What about the time when UNIS's most scandalous incident was when you came to school with a blue mohawk? My, have times changed.
Even asking out that special someone feels so long ago.
Well, it has been 4 years.
Aww.
Despite the occasional, I can't wait to be done with high school grumbles, there's no denying we'll all miss some of what we're leaving behind. And by this point of the speech, some of you may be gripping your seats, hoping we don't call you out, thinking, was that all necessary? And you know what we have to say? We think it was.
Because sometimes life is uncensored, and sometimes people fail. But what makes us special is not that we're willing to overlook these bad experiences in order to make us look better, but that we're here to be honest, authentic, and real, like every other high school student. And I trust that each and every one of these fellow seniors of mine will continue to strive and break the barriers and do what they are told they can't or should not do. Because at the end of the day, what's life without a little excitement?
So seniors, go out and make your wildest college dreams come true. For those of you actually going to college, that is, that's all right. Even if you aren't, have a good time, because you're only going to be young once.
So bottoms up. Wait, never mind, we're not serving champagne here anymore. Thank you very much, Saloni and FCD. Now I don't get to sit bubbly with all the moms anymore.
It's okay, man. There's always after prom. No, but seriously, congratulations to us. We did it.
Now sit back, relax, listen to the boring speeches that have yet to come. That includes you, Mirza. I'm kidding, of course. Because these kids are free.
Drizzy J and Easy Killa have left the building.
Peace out.
Thank you, Zeke and Joelle, for your inspiring words.
Next, we have Mrs. Jennifer Louvet to present the Valedictorian Scholars Award.
Sorry. Uh-huh. The Scholars Award is presented to the grade 12 student who has achieved the highest overall grade point average throughout their high school career. Today I have the honor to introduce a scholar who I've had the privilege to teach for 2 consecutive years. During this time, she has infused brightness into our classes, not only with her fluorescent array of highlighters, but also through her spirited and smart interaction with her peers. We could always count on her to punctuate our lessons with her laughter-inducing witticisms and to raise the level of discourse in our class discussions. Beyond having a transcript spangled with sevens, this student has been a dynamic member of the UNIS community as an accomplished swimmer, a talented editor, a valuable member of APAC choir, a dedicated water safety instructor, and an outstanding leader in service learning. Her teachers have described her as being an independent and creative, curious and passionate, and funny and fierce. This scholar is remarkable not only for her excessive academic achievements, but also for her extraordinary sense of balance. She is able to get everything done with the highest quality while also managing to have fun in life. Some might attribute this to her superlative organizational skills. Personally, I think she has figured out how to expand time. Finally, and I think most importantly, this scholar is kind. She always made me and her other teachers feel appreciated with her thoughtful notes, her sincere thank yous, or simply with her genuine smile. It is obvious, too, that her friends adore her for her compassion, playful spirit, and her unwavering support. This scholar has been a weekly reminder to me that the real reason I teach is because of the relationships I get to cultivate with my students. I will always cherish my relationship with her. It is my great honor to welcome Natanya Hui Ting-Pei to the podium and to accept the Valedictorian Scholars Award for the class of 2018 and to deliver her speech.
Good afternoon, our guests of honor, Dr. Barter, board members, family and friends, teachers and students, and most importantly, my dear fellow graduates of the class of 2018. Today, we are here to celebrate our survival of this ordeal known as the IB. And I'm very grateful for this opportunity to be able to share with you the ruminations of a recently graduated, nearly 18-year-old. I thought, what better way to do this than to frame some of my high school experiences using one of my favorite books, The 7 Habits of Highly Effective Teens. Due to time constraints, I will share my abridged version, the 4 recommended habits of highly effective IB students. So habit number 1, be proactive. Or in IB terms, do not procrastinate. Procrastination brings painful consequences, and if anybody's reminded of this, it's Miss Frozie's history class. Miss Frozie, my amazing history teacher, has this yellow and black poster that's stuck in my head. It reads, "Deadlines are closer than they appear." I believe that all 8 of us, Alice, Lanang, Seb, Sorsha, Ellie, Coco, and Yoav, have learned that it is indeed agonizing to pull all-nighters to submit our essays, especially when deadlines were given weeks in advance. Habit number 2, prioritize. We were told to live a balanced life, or to at least give an impression that we were trying to. But how do you do this when you have looming deadlines for your CAS portfolio, TOK essay, extended essay, 5 internal assessments, and 3 upcoming unit tests? It seems unfair having to complete that much work while being expected to have some sort of social life. But as I regrettably once quoted to Mr. Mirza, my incredible economics teacher, life's unfair, deal with it. I use the word regrettably because whenever I lamented to him about how tough my life was, he reminded me that life's unfair. Deal with it. The most sour part isn't the fact that he quoted my own words back to me. It's that he's right. Cut away the unnecessary, bite the bullet, and just take life one step at a time. Habit number 3, relax. I'll always remember what my mom told me. She says, life's a marathon, not a sprint. Don't burn out. Indeed, my mom is most unusual in that sometimes she banned me from studying, like she actually confiscated my books and forced me to relax. Teachers too encouraged us to lighten up. I remember Mr. Kultas, my awesome biology teacher, telling me to get a life and to stop worrying. Miss Schneider, my superbly dedicated Spanish teacher, and Miss Louvet, my English teacher, and as you can tell, my cheerleader, also regularly advised me to take it easy and to get more sleep. Back then, being a teenager, I didn't appreciate the wisdom of what all of them said. But they were right. Mom, you can say I told you so. Grades are important, but life is more than just the marks you attain. After all, I won't remember the hours I spent studying, but I'll remember all the fun times I had. And one memory I'll never forget is from our senior spirit week. It was Toddler Tuesday, and Mr. Fairburn, Mr. Cannell, and Mr. Campbell came dressed in adult-sized diapers. I think many of us are scarred for life from that awful experience in sight, but I really love the way our teachers encouraged us to have fun. Habit number 4 might surprise you. Don't just focus on books. When I look at our cohort, I realize that although we were all busy, somehow we made time for stuff that mattered. We made time to hang out together and to pursue what we loved doing. Take the sports teams. Most of our captains and many players were seniors. For basketball, we had Mati, Tom, Dean, Jiwon, Jesse, Isabel, and Ellie. For volleyball, Mingquan and Yoav. Others like Emmeline, David, and Lee played soccer. For tennis, Ty, Isabella, and Jamin swung a racket, while Julia, John, and I regularly hit the pools for swimming. Now, let's not leave out those whose passions lie in the arts. The art exhibitions showcase the remarkable talents of Minang, Yongho, Ashlyn, Anya, Lee, Zoe, and Evie. For theater, Kate, Inbar, Lanang, Coco, Seb, and Joelle showed us their amazing acting skills. And in music, stars like Maya, Celine, Yoav, and Coco sure did shine brightly. Brainiacs like Hyunjun, Brian, and Jamin did UNIS proud in maths competitions. I honestly don't know what UNIS is going to miss more of, you guys or your brains. And there's more. Zeke, Julia, Kwangang, Anya, Joelle, Minang, Mati, and Saloni showed selflessness through their work in the school senate. Many seniors also went beyond CAS requirements to participate in numerous programs to help others. I wish I could read out everybody because this cohort is such a fun-loving and caring group, and I feel proud to be part of you. Well, these are my 4 recommended habits. Be proactive, prioritize, relax, have fun, and make time for stuff other than books. In closing, I would like to thank all the teachers who've taught me during my time here at UNIS. Thank you for believing in me and for helping me to get to where I am today. To my classmates and my closest friends, thank you for your support, the craziness, sunshine, and laughter you've brought into my life. And finally, to my parents, Mom and Dad, thank you for your guidance, love, and support throughout these 18 years. I never would have gotten here without you. I love you both very much. So on that note, congratulations, class of 2018, and best wishes as you move forward to the next adventures of your life. Thank you.
Thank you, Natanya, and congratulations on your accomplishment. Next, please welcome Scott Schaffner, the principal of the high school, to share a few words and introduce our first award presenter.
Thank you. I'd like to take a minute to thank a few of the people who have put in an enormous amount of time and energy to make this day happen for our graduates. To start with, Ms. Kimchi and Ms. Fong in the secondary office have done an incredible job, not to mention having to put up with me on a daily basis. So I'd like to say thank you very much for all that you do. And there's a few, so maybe we'll hold all the applause to the end, although it'll be hard because somebody like Jackson Garland, who does so much on a daily basis as well for our community, he ran rehearsal yesterday, he's running prom tomorrow, and Jackson just is really valued a lot. Brenda Manfredi, our head of counseling, for her leadership throughout the year to plan and coordinate today. There's many different stakeholders and logistics that need to be coordinated, and she's been invaluable. Carl Strefford, our senior manager of operations, as always. Hua Fan, who is going to be responsible for our bamboo dance soon to come. Paul Swanson is coordinating the live streaming for everyone around the globe. Hi, Mom. And of course, Mr. Nook for the sound. Ms. Ha in the high school counseling office, who's done a lot for everybody's permanent records and her tireless effort behind the scenes and her daily work. Emma Silver, of course, for how lovely everything looks today. Ms. Quinn in communications designed the programs. I think they look really nice. Elliot Cannell is the grade 12 leader, and I think he's been invaluable to all of the students on stage today in one way or another. Thanks, Elliot. Last but not least, Luke Delagrana and Sophie Dolman and all of our student musicians and singers make their presence and their efforts just make it a little bit extra special, I think. If you've ever been to a graduation or commencement ceremony with not live music, this is really special. And I actually want to take a second to thank all of UNIS's arts teachers, both in the fine arts and in the performing arts, D through 12. You consistently go above and beyond for UNIS students, and your hard work, your dedication, your sweat, and your passion is recognized, it's valued, and it's highly appreciated. Thank you. I'd also like to thank all the students on the stage, all 66. Earlier in the year, some of the graduates came to me and expressed their desire to change some of the things about UNIS graduation and the ceremonies that they've seen throughout the years. So student voice and student agency has played a large role in today's ceremony. They wanted to put their own stamp on it, which we've seen a little bit already, which is great, and why we're here and what they're taught to do. So bravo. You may have noticed earlier today, when the graduates entered the room, that our band did not perform what you're used to probably hearing at a graduation march. Certainly not what I am. Pomp and Circumstance, you know the song, right? Thanks. Okay. That one. You know, UNIS Hanoi is a community of learners. And again, I'd like to thank these students for teaching a former IB diploma program history teacher, that's me, that not only does Pomp and Circumstance have lyrics, really, did you know it has lyrics? I didn't. But these lyrics celebrate archaic, imperialistic notions that are completely at odds with the ideals of a United Nations school. And while it might feel odd to not hear that at a graduation ceremony, I think it demonstrates that something from this education has stuck and has been valuable. So I was inspired by these learners, and I'm going to try to add something new myself for a UNIS graduation. Nobody's rehearsed this, and if it goes completely wrong, I take full responsibility. I'm talking to you, Jackson, so apologize if I have to. I asked three students earlier to help me if they can. If all of you could please stand up, do you mind? Thanks. So if you came to UNIS Hanoi in 12th or 11th grade during the DP years, have a seat. And if you came in 10th grade or 9th grade, the first 2 years of what's now high school, but was secondary when you came, please have a seat. If you came to UNIS Hanoi in 8th grade, sit. 7th and 6th grade. If you came to UNIS Hanoi in 5th grade, please take a seat. 4th grade and 3rd grade. If you came to UNIS Hanoi in 2nd grade, please have a seat. 1st grade. K2. K1. Discovery. These 3 students have spent their entire academic careers at this school. If I can, I would like to ask their family to stand up for a second. Please? We have a very small token of our appreciation. Thanks, you guys can sit. Okay, so now time for the awards, and I'd like to call Mr. Colin Campbell to come up to the stage to present the Dr. Francis J. Rhodes Community Service Award.
Another small guy here, let's get this thing. The Francis J. Rhodes Community Service Award is designated to recognize a student who has worked tirelessly on behalf of the community and has manifested personal values of care and responsibility towards others. Since taking on the position of Service Learning Coordinator for the middle and high school at UNIS 3 years ago, I have had the pleasure of getting to know the recipient of this award well. Even before that first school year had started, we'd already had several conversations and email exchanges about a service group that she wanted to initiate connected to her personal project. Her passion and energy for the idea were never in question, but we had concerns about the structure and practicalities of the group, and we asked her to consider them and get back to us with a revised proposal. At this stage, students often lose heart in their ideas and give up, but the next day, a new, clearer, better planned proposal arrived in my inbox. The group is now a fixture in our high school service learning program, with leadership successfully handed on to students she has inspired. She has, like most of us, made mistakes along the way, not always understanding the perspectives of others, occasionally jumping into projects without considering all the implications. But with each step, I have seen her learn and grow as a leader. Her passion, energy, and commitment pulling others with her, including me. Not satisfied with initiating Hanoi Pet Rescue at UNIS, The recipient has also been a key leader in a student and parent-run project called Sansi. With the goal of supporting a remote community in northwest Vietnam, this group has traveled there on weekends and holidays, right into grade 12, promoting education, bringing resources, and now working towards a scholarship program to enable more children in this community complete their high school education. It is with great pleasure that I award the Dr. Francis J. Rhodes Community Service Award to Nguyen Vu Linh.
Let me do this. Well deserved.
Maybe the next bit. We will now can I invite Mr. Luke Delagrana to come up to present the Phoenix Award. Thank you.
The Phoenix Award is awarded to a student who has demonstrated an exemplary work ethic, commitment to the program, along with the qualities of dedication, enthusiasm, and pride. To be eligible, the student must have participated in a minimum of 3 major co-curricular programs during the academic year. The individual must have participated in a balance between athletic and non-athletic programs. This award honors the all-around contributor to our co-curricular program. Leave the room looking better than you left it. This is something that has often been told to me by my parents, my teachers, and my peers. It's a simple request. However, when it's applied to a school, its community, and its co-curricular programs, it becomes very powerful. This year's recipient of Phoenix of the Year has done just that. He is leaving the school and the programs he participated in better than how he found them. This person has shown excellent leadership in supporting and encouraging young students. His enthusiasm for what he does is contagious, and he takes pride in sharing his strengths and pursuing his different passions. Most importantly, he has kept up with those passions in times of stress and busyness. Overall, his contributions have been a key part of raising the bar of co-curricular programs at UNIS. Within the music program, he is a leader in the ensembles he has rehearsed with and performed with. His peers look up to him for his talents, his work ethic, his ability, and his skills. This student took it upon himself to change the very culture of volleyball at UNIS. He was key in helping instill self-belief in his team and its individuals. He led by example, supporting the mental growth and developing the skills of his teammates. His positive attitude, even in the face of defeat, was crucial in wrestling back control of a match. And it is this talismanic effect that will be his legacy for future teams. In Model United Nations, he has been a valued member of the leadership team. He showed dedication to the group by being one of the main organizers of UNIS Model United Nations, knowing he would not be able to participate in the event. Even through diploma exams, this student continued to plan and develop ideas for UNIS Model United Nations 2019. Through his dedication and enthusiasm to include and support younger students, he has passed the torch and instilled passion and pride in his peers. In music, a passion for having fun, playing, and performing music with others. In Model United Nations, a passion to be a risk taker in debate. And in volleyball, a pride in competing with teammates, no matter the result. It is my honor today to present the Phoenix of the Year Award to Yoav Shahar. Please welcome Mr. Jackson Garland to present the Director's Award.
The Director's Award is given in honor of Jim Ambrose to the graduating senior who has demonstrated persistence in achieving personal and school goals over at least 2 years at UNIS. This year's recipient of the Director's Award is an inquisitive student who has committed herself to achieving her own personal and academic goals. This student has shown a passion for thoughtful artistic expression for many years, and this has been reflected in both her schoolwork and in extracurricular and personal creative endeavors. Numerous teachers and advisors have admired the tenacious independence and self-directed learning exhibited by this student. She thrives on challenge and reaching beyond her comfort zone. In the words of her visual arts teacher, this student was, quote, created to create. And this compulsion goes beyond the visual arts classroom and into the community. This same arts teacher has called her work very eclectic, brave, and thought-provoking. I personally have enjoyed many discussions about art and the deeper meaning of films with this student over the years. This student has shown deep commitment to the organization she has been involved with and in some cases helped create. The student's leadership abilities have improved not only the processes of those organizations, but also have had long-lasting positive effects on the culture of these groups. Her insightful writing for the student-led high school newspaper, The Flame, was only a precursor to her effective leadership as editor. During her multiple years on the high school senate, this student has shown remarkable work ethic and a can-do attitude. Her leadership is exemplified by hard work and using this perseverance to set a model for others. As vice president in the Senate this year, she has successfully undertaken the organization and creation of elaborate, complex events and has always led by example. This student has truly demonstrated her motivation and persistence in achieving personal and school goals throughout the time I have known her. I'm honored to present this year's Director's Award to Ming Eng Nguyen. Next, we have Senior Maya Wallace to present the Grade 12 Award chosen by the class of 2018.
The Student Choice Award is awarded by the senior class to a student who has made a significant contribution to UNIS and the graduating class. The student continuously demonstrated an amazing, positive, and friendly demeanor throughout their high school experience. Whether it is by stepping up and helping represent our grade with their voice, their kindness to help and acknowledge everyone respectively and be active with senior projects in the Senate or service is what makes them a stellar student. Or it could be something as simple as their genuine kindness. He can be described by his classmates as a kind person that will go out of his way to help you, that represents the voice of our grade and has contributed significant actions to help us as a grade, and is delighted to assist others and help their way throughout difficulties. It is my honor to present the Grade 12 Choice Award to Joelle Tamura. Please welcome Ms. Donna Froze to present the Council of International Schools Award. Thank you.
The Council of International Schools Award is awarded each year to the graduating senior who is a good representative of his or her country with a positive attitude towards life and culture of others, able to converse in at least 2 languages, a contributing force to the life of the school, with the ability to bring differing people together into a sense of community, thus furthering the cause of international understanding. The winner of this award could easily have been any number of the talented and articulate young women and men before you. Most are a minimum bilingual, many speak 3 or more languages. They have all contributed to the life of the school in both visible and some in more quiet ways to make the community better. They're an example of an international community by the 21 nationalities that they represent. This year's recipient of the CIS Award is bilingual and has represented the best of their country to the UNIS community. The student has been described as open-minded and caring by teachers. The student has a quiet confidence and has worked not only within the classroom, but also within the school's co-curricular programs of band, volleyball, and Model United Nations to be a role model to the younger students and to develop a positive community. I am honored to call Yoav Shahar to the podium to receive the Council of International Schools Award.
Congratulations to all the award recipients. Now please welcome to the stage Mr. Faraz Kiani Mirza, the faculty speaker selected by the graduating class.
Thank you, Bia. Thank you, MQ. And thank you, Zeke, for putting the pressure on. Our very special graduating class of 2018. I'm very humbled to be stood in front of you for one final time. And I would like to thank everyone for this incredible and unforgettable honor. The privilege you have bestowed upon me, as you would say in your language, it's pretty lit. But part of me is also thinking this is probably karma or payback for all the times I made you do presentations in class for me. It's only now, as I stand here with this microphone in my face, that I truly feel your pain. Thank you. So commencement speeches, the time when I say a few words celebrating the success at UNIS, with a huge fanfare goodbye talking about how you've all made it, really. The reality is this is just the beginning. After all, you're embarking on chapter 17 or 18 on your lives right now. But wherever you end up, whether you go to university, whether you're going to go to the military, whether you're going to take a year out to go discover yourself, your journey is just about to start. Now, as you know, because many people have said this, there are 66 graduating students from 21 different nationalities. Now, according to my calculations, that's an aggregate of 370 years of UNIS education. Okay, sure, that statistic was more to impress the parents and, of course, Mr. Wiggins and the math department, but that is some number. 370 years of moments and memories at UNIS. So, let me take you down memory lane to remind you of some of the fads you've all been exposed to, starting with the fidget spinner, which I still don't understand what on earth this is all about. You also introduced me to the water bottle tossing thing, which actually I'm pretty gangster at now, so. Pokemon Go, the ice bucket and mannequin challenge, Gangnam Style, flash mobs, and who can forget my personal favorite, the dab. I did it, I did. Now, we do love a good fad, but in this talented group of individuals you see before you, we pretty much have got it all. We've got sports stars, we've got singers and musicians whose craft I marvel at with envy. I'm surrounded by poets, actors, rappers, and filmmakers. Well done, Zong. We have comedians, truth benders. We got artists, yo-yo experts, math gurus, and much, much more. But you know what? At the age of 17, 18, you lot are expected to have your whole future planned out ahead of you. Now, that's a lot of pressure. Now, I didn't figure out what I wanted to do until my mid-20s. And spoiler alert, most of the people in this audience, parents and teachers, probably didn't know what they wanted to do when they were 17 or 18. In fact, I'm pretty sure some people still don't know what they want to do. So you're in good company, don't fret. On top of all this, it's clear to see there is a lot of trouble out there. Every time I put the news on, I get scared. The world can be a dark and twisted place. No more of my outdated assumptions or theoretical stuff I spout off in econ class. This is now the reality. It will be far less efficient, far less fair, far less productive, way more political than what you would have thought it to be. But with that said, that's where the IB jumped in. Now don't roll your eyes. The IB's been pretty important for you lot. Your journey in the last 2 years has been tough. I've seen it firsthand for myself. Your uncontrollable urges to cry, the anxiety of having to do too many tests and quizzes and orals and deadlines and word counts, through your smartphone addiction, to the anxiety you must have felt through turnitin.com. And of course, senioritis. It has been quite intense. And if that wasn't enough, who can figure all the IAs and the EEs and the IOCs and the PPs and the TOKs and everyone's favorite, CAS. No more go to my haiku page. No more teachers rolling their eyes at you to speak in español, por favor. No more asking how the soup tastes. Does it need some more salt? No more going for the green light. Definitely no more lollipops, and certainly no more dedays from me. It's understandable many of you have taken a more cynical look at the IB system, but please never forget, through all that suffering, through all that hard work, the skills it taught you that will arm you in life. So, as you begin your new chapter in life, very similar to what Netanya did, I've decided what bit of advice could little old me give to you lot. Life will not always be Gucci. Or as us adults will say, not good. Rather, it's going to be challenging with plenty of curveballs. On top of that, time stops for no one. And as you get older, for some reason, time travels much faster. Where did all the time go? Now look, you're going to have to cost-benefit analysis your way through many difficult situations, thank you, and decisions. So, just like our man Jason Welker said, he did. He would say, you just got to take one step at a time. I'm not going to sing it. Now, I struggle to find the right words to send you off, but these are my truths that I hold true. These are the ones that I hold dear to me. So let them be the invisible hands that I hope may guide you in your future. So these are what I called, wait for it, the Merzonomics laws of life. Now pay attention, there could be a quiz at the end because technically you are still a student here. So, law number 1. Forgive me for being cliche, but law number 1. It's okay to mess up, but you've really got to learn from your mistakes. Messing up is oh so important. Nobody's perfect. Not me, not you, not now, not never. And you know what? We're never going to be perfect. You're going to fail sometimes. You're going to be confused, and that's okay. Where'd it go? Where'd it go? It's gone. Spoiler alert. There it is. Beg your pardon. Spoiler alert. There is nobody in this room who hasn't messed up. Nobody. So you're in good company once again. But in the process of failing, it's the resilience. It's the resilience in how you react to the drama which will make you stronger when you get back up. Although I certainly feel or think that I'm wise now, this was not always the case. Law number 2, love what you do. If you haven't found it yet, keep looking. Don't settle. Find your niche in life and what you are passionate about. And as with all matters of the heart, whether it's work, university, family, or love, you'll know when you find it. Right, Miss Anya? All right, all right. So keep looking until you find it. Try to be in tune with your passions, and that's how you'll find your calling. For your information, actually I put FYI. For your information, it took me 3 careers to figure out education was my jam. But you all have one. All you have a calling. And when you find it, there will be a significant rise in your happiness index. Or as the king of Bhutan said, this is the essence of what life should be all about. Love and happiness. Law number 3. Embrace change. Yes, your appearances will change, as will your thoughts and your ideas. You're going to get slower, and then one day you get out of bed and your back hurts for no reason at all. But change is the essence of what life is, and you are just at the beginning. As some of you start your journey, the experiences and the people you meet will evolve the way you are. It's going to bring you one step closer to who you want to be. But remember this, please remember this. You will always be one decision away from a totally different life. So to quote the great Mahatma Gandhi, be the change you want to see in the world. And if life is taking you somewhere you don't want to go, and it's not your cup of tea, you have the power to change. Law numero 4. Stay positive. Optimism is a happiness index. It's easy to be negative. In some cases, far too easy to be negative. My mum, a wonderful source of quotes, as I'm sure most mothers in the audience are. Some of her most famous quotes that stick with me till today include the 1988 classic, "Son, money doesn't grow on trees," and the 1997 hit, "Son, what do you think this place is, a hotel or something?" But this is one of my favorites that I still hold true. "Son, surround yourself with positive people, because negative people will always have problems to your solutions." Yes, Datlam, exactly. The positive multiplier effect. Now, staying positive does not mean things will turn out okay. Rather, it means that you will be okay no matter how things turn out. And the final Merzonomics law lesson, number 5, create memories. At the end of the day, this is what makes life worth living. You're going to have memories, good and bad, for sure, but they are all learning experiences that will remain with you for the rest of your life. Now, when you are older, and don't want to break it to you, you will get old. When you are older and you look back at the roller coaster of life, you want to be able to look back with a huge smile and to be proud of how you have lived. You want to think to yourself, wow, what a trip. Or as you would say in your language, OMG, that was sick. Thank you. But to get to here, you have to create memories along the way. Like the time we all went on that overnight train to Dong Hoi for the grade 11 trip. Or the zip line Olympic-style dismounts into that lake. Or the build that we did for Habitat for Humanity. Or how can I forget the best gift that you ever gave to me? The Korean numbers game. But the best memory of all that you have given to me is probably me being stood here in front of you. So again, thank you very much for that. So with that said, remember this. We are all just stories and lead actors in our own movie. So at the end of the day, go make it a great one. Now, knowing you like I know you, sometimes things go in one ear and come out the other ear, so let me just re-emphasize the Merzonomics, laws of life. Learn from your messes. Love what you do. Embrace change. Stay positive even when it's dark. And whatever you do, wherever you go, create memories. Anyway, from all the love, the happiness, my ding tea addiction, stress, and back to happiness again, from some of your killer reasons for missing deadlines and homeworks, to your overall growth and progression. Similar to the business cycle, we've certainly had our booms and busts. But you know what? I wouldn't change it one little bit, not for nothing. So as I end my speech, where's Miss TP? As I end my speech, and in tribute to the school's exceptional drama crew, I would like to finish off with a quote from The Wizard of Oz. No, Mr. Cooltas, not the one about following the yellow brick road. The other one from Glinda, the Good Witch. You don't need to be helped any longer because you've always had the power, my dears. You just had to learn it for yourself. Graduating class of 2018, I'm awed by you. I'm excited about what you're going to do with those 370 years of knowledge. I wish you all the love and positive energy for your future. I would do a mic drop right now, but this is stuck together. So I just want to say from the bottom of my heart, thank you so much. I wish you all the best for your future.
Thank you, Mr. Mirza. And now, we will move to the awarding of the diplomas. We would now like to ask Mr. Schaffner to come forward for the certification of graduates.
Dr. Barter, Ms. Nguyen, and the UNIS Hanoi Board of Directors, I do hereby certify that the students of the class of 2018 have successfully completed all of the requirements of the UNIS curricular program and are hereby eligible to receive these diplomas recognizing their completion of high school.
This year, our grade 12 mentors, Mr. Elliot Cannell, Ms. Brenda Manfredi, Ms. Jennifer Louvet, Mr. Clark Stroop, Mr. Russell Fleming, Mr. Colin Campbell, Ms. Kristen Twynham Perkins, and Mr. Neil Fairburn will be reading the names and future plans for the students they have mentored this year as they receive their high school diplomas.
Please welcome to the stage our head of school, Dr. Charles Barter, and the chair of the UNIS School Board, Mr. Nguyen, for the awarding of diplomas.
Ji Hwan Bei. Ji Hwan plans to attend university in Korea to study computer science and business. Si-eun Choi. Si-eun plans to attend university in Korea to study veterinarian medicine. Hyun-gyo Chung. Hyun-gyo plans to attend Hong Kong University to study economics and finance. Ezekiel Edwards. Zeke plans to attend the Fashion Institute of Technology to study fashion, business, and management. Fung An Ngo. Fung An plans to attend École Hôtelière de Lausanne to study hospitality. Mateusz Nguyen. Mateusz is considering courses in hotel management. Mei Han Pham. Mei Han plans to attend the University of California, Davis to study comparative literature. Yihan Zhao. Yihan plans to attend the University of Maryland College Park to study criminology and criminal justice.
Tai Do. Tai plans to attend Monash University to study commerce and computer science. Sorsha Hammer. Sorsha plans to take a gap year to pursue further experiences prior to attending university. Sumin Jung. Sumin plans to attend University of Hong Kong to study business. Jin Soon Kang. Jin Soon plans to attend the University of Melbourne to study commerce. Seung Kyun Lim. Seung Kyun plans to attend university in Korea to study media or physical education. Elizabeth Mai. Elizabeth plans to attend the University of Toronto to study film and media arts. Tu Minh Nguyen. Minh plans to attend the University of British Columbia to study a Bachelor of Arts. Lee Zhang Yip. Lee Zhang plans to attend university in Australia or the Netherlands to study business administration.
Kees Christianse. Kees plans to attend Amsterdam University College to study liberal arts and sciences. Dong Hun Lee. Dong Hun plans to attend University of Illinois Urbana-Champaign to study chemistry. Lin Vu Nguyen plans to attend Vanderbilt University to study communications and human development. Konang Nguyen. Konang plans to attend Northeastern University to study economics and business. Yoav Shahar. Yoav Shahar will be serving in the Israeli Defense Forces prior to pursuing a degree in physics. Jae-min Yu. Jae-min plans to attend university in Korea to study the sciences. Grace Yoon plans to attend University of Hull, York to study medicine.
Kim Tae-soo. Tae-soo plans to attend Carnegie Mellon University, Qatar to study computer science. Lee Yeshin. Yeshin plans to attend Carnegie Mellon University to study fine arts. Na Hannah Nguyen. Hannah is undecided about her university plans at the moment. Nguyen plans to attend the University of British Columbia, and her course of study is undecided. Inbar Taibel. Inbar will attend a leadership and community service experience in Upper Galilee next year prior to serving in the Israeli military. Madelief van Pelt. Madelief will attend the University of Ghent to study veterinary medicine. Maya Wallace. Maya plans to attend the University of British Columbia to study in the Faculty of the Arts. Yu Yan. Yu plans to attend the University of British Columbia to study commerce.
Eva Barnsley. Eva plans to take a gap year before university to study film. Yunwoo Choi. Julia plans to attend Hong Kong University to study business administration. Hyun-Soo Jang. Brian plans to attend university in the United States or Korea to study computer science. Sophia Mendes Barrias. Sophia plans to attend the University of Birmingham to study primary education. Zhang Nguyen. Zhang plans to attend the University of New South Wales to study economics and arts. Mingquan Dao Nguyen. Mingquan plans to attend McGill University to study chemical engineering. Jiwon Park. Jiwon plans to attend the university in Korea or Hong Kong to study business administration. Kathleen Sharma. Kathleen plans to attend the University of Virginia to study liberal arts. Long Tan. Long plans to attend Vanderbilt University to study engineering.
Pilar Cardona Barber. Isabella plans to attend Northeastern University to study chemical engineering. Hyunjun Choi. Hyunjun plans to attend Korea Advanced Institute of Science and Technology to study mathematics. Minju Choi. Alice plans to attend university in Korea or Hong Kong to study international relations and law. Emmeline Daw. Emmeline plans to attend Concordia University to study business administration. Joanna Yarkulishova. Joanna plans to attend Utrecht University to study pharmaceutical science. Tabo Mpiwa. Tabo plans to attend the University of Cape Town to study commerce. Natanya Huiting Pei. Natanya plans to attend King's College to study law and international relations. Ang Chen. Ang plans to attend New York University to study urban design and architecture.
Celine Chi. Celine plans to attend university in Australia to study commerce. Sebastian Cortez Freeman. Seb plans to attend the University of Birmingham to study politics and philosophy. Lee Din. Lee plans to attend university in Canada to study visual arts. Laura Foster. Lanang plans to take a gap year prior to attending the University of Bath to study international relations and politics. Jessica Heaton. Jess plans to attend university in Australia to study commerce. Young Ho Kim. Young Ho plans to attend university in Korea to study art and design. Ha Nguyen. Ha plans to attend university in Finland to study international business. Kwang An Nguyen. Kwang An plans to attend McGill University to study chemical engineering. Isabel Trueblood. Isabel plans to attend Macalester University to study liberal arts.
Darlene Chung. Darlene plans to attend university in the United States to study liberal arts. Leah Zoe Al-Haj. Zoe plans to attend IADE Lisbon to study global design. Taegun Im. Taegun plans to attend the university in Korea or Hong Kong to study biology. Soo-Yun Jung. Sue plans to attend the university in Australia to study pharmacology. Dat Lam. Dat plans take a gap year and work in his family business. Saloni Sharma. Saloni plans to attend university in India to study computer science. Elizabeth Sommers. Ellie plans to take a gap year to explore the world. Joelle Akio Tamura. Joelle plans to attend University of Sussex to study computer science. Chen Q-Yu. John plans to attend university in Korea to study psychology or communications and media.
And now, the graduates will participate in an annual gradual tradition here at UNIS, the performance of the Vietnamese bamboo dance.
A tradition here in Vietnam and organized by Ms. Hoa and the grade 12 Vietnamese language students at UNIS, the involvement of the graduates in the bamboo dance has been something of a rite of passage.
Will the graduates please rise? The 11th grade Vietnamese class will now begin the dance.
paper.
Will the graduates please be seated? Following the presentation, the graduate recessional will take place, after which we would like to invite you all to join the graduates in the back of the Sports Center for the reception. Please wait for all graduates to exit before meeting them in the reception area. Thank you for joining us today to honor the graduates on this special day.
And now, for the moment we've all been waiting for, we'd like to call again upon Mr. Schaffner to present the class.
Will the class of 2018 please rise? Ladies and gentlemen, it is with pride and great pleasure that I introduce the graduates of the class of 2018.